Yeah. Hey, y'all hold that down. Big gay day, I get it poppin'. Fago, RP to shorty LO. But they know, if it ain't about a dollar sign, I say no. How you like me now? Today, Masego. I hear a lot of talk, but I think I need proof. I ain't dropped in 2 years, but I still got the juice. I ain't got no more peers. I'm not the same as you. Stupid ass. To be honest, I've not been being honest.
Fuck do you know about my piss?
We back. Ladies and gentlemen, you might not like it. Episode 32. Welcome back, fellas. Fellas, how we doing today? Sam, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, fam. I'm glad to see you back in AZ, brother. Today went mighty well for me. I'm enjoying myself. Nice day.
Nice.
Family's good. Glad to be back, man. Long time.
Yeah, it feel like it's been a minute, but yeah, bro, moving. I had to get myself back situated and we back. We back in the lab. So what's good, brother?
What's good? What's good? What's good, world? Man, it's been a minute, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome back to the A. Welcome back to the Valley. The sun never damn near turns off. You know what I'm saying? Be hot as shit. But we got a little bit of liquid today, a little rain. But and fam, welcome back to hometown for real. Glad to see you back. What peace. And now we can actually do this podcast in person. Couple times. That's gonna be definitely dope. I got a couple different places. I already found a couple places where we can do that. But look, it's a Tuesday. My body tried to beat me up yesterday. So for all my people out there in the Valley, drink you some vitamin C. Stay sharp, and stay healthy, man. There's this flu going around that's kind of attacking everybody. It's like a day flu, I think that's what it's called. But no, I'm good. Let's get this shit going.
Yeah. Yeah, man, drink your water, get you some vitamin C. But yeah, like fellas, man, it feels great to be back. It feels beautiful. Like it's just amazing, man. So no better feeling. Had a great celebratory return at my grandma crib. She hooked it up, made your boy some green chili burritos, had the fam pull up and, just had a beautiful gathering. Already 2 or 3 Henny bottles in since my return. So let's turn up, So we got some things to go through today and we want to kind of catch back up. All-Star game happened. Man, J. Cole dropped the album. We had time to listen to the album, a whole bunch of different things. We didn't even really delve into the Bill Belichick not making the Hall on the first ballot. We didn't jump into none of that. And it's been a minute since we had a real crispy, saucy hot take. So we definitely want to jump in, get a hot take. And then we got something new where, we're going to go through and, in honor of, the NFL coming to a close, picking out of random teams and just seeing who could build the ultimate, football team. A quarterback, running back, tight end, wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. We're going to spin the wheel and get some random teams and one person, we got to pick one player from that team, past or present. And once one player's off the board, you can't pick them again. So I'll go first. We're going to use the weekly pick 'em ranking. So I was first, Sam, you was second, and you'll go third. So unfortunately you get, all the leftovers. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hot take. What you got, O? What you got for us?
Man, hot take is we're gonna go corporate. We're gonna go a little corporate for y'all. We haven't been corporate in a minute. But hot take is what is actually the right way of elevating in your career field or wherever you are, right? Is it about what you know, what you do, how you perform, how you conduct yourself, and hitting everything that the company, organization, firm holds you to be the best out of the bunch, to be elevated? Or is it who you know and more of a favoritism type of thing, right? Not necessarily the performance, the knowledge, the accolades of being better than everyone. Look, I'll be honest, I benefit from both. So again, I'm definitely here. I can't sit there and lie that I'm not. But what is the actual right way of doing it? And yeah, that's my hot take. Me personally, I'll say this, even benefiting from both. I truly do feel it's based off your accolades, your performance, and how you conduct yourself in a job. Look, I'm in a position of power, I can say. If I've had the opportunity, yes. to go based off of favoritism. I have, but I try to hold myself to a standard, and it's based off of what you're able to accomplish, along with going through the proper steps to get there, meaning doing an interview, showing up to an interview, right? Like, I do believe part of the interview that you go through is while you're on the job, while you're doing the job, or whatever that you're doing. That's part of the interview, because how you carry yourself or how you conduct yourself every single day matters. Then how you present yourself and present whatever you are into or doing, it matters as well. Because again, look, there are some great people out there that are great at what they do, but just not good. Sam, you were saying it earlier before we got on the show, like, look, there's a certain individual player that is great at what he does, but is he a great leader? We would say no. And so I do understand that. And that's where the interview comes in, to be able to eliminate, yo, are you just good on paper? And yes, you're very good at your job. Can you be able to make others better? And if so, how can you duplicate your individual success for others, right? And for them to be able to follow you, lead you, trust you, yada, 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 whatever field or job you're in. I do believe a due process is needed to be able to eliminate and weed out the best of the best. But we do live in a day and age where it's not about what you know or how you conduct yourself. It's about who you know. And by who you know elevates you to the top. And it does leave a stain on some individuals. So again, my thing is, I believe it should go primarily off of how you conduct yourself, your performance, and the due process of the situation.
Yeah. I think when we talk about some certain positions and, different things like that, obviously we know who we know based off of, the performance in the rooms that we were able to get into. I definitely think that it's just a level of continued success, right? It's a measurement of, like, your greatness over an extended period of time. To be able to reconnect with, some great people that can, put you in positions to kind of grow. It is a who you know world. And that'll get you, levels above what you know. And even in a sense of, you have the conversation about, what is your degree? Like, what is the validity there? You have no real world experience in what you're doing outside of, you learned it in a textbook. And so, do you really deserve to make more money because you went and spent more money going to college? Or, is that the right way to go about it? Should you be able to just come right into this job because you learned it? Or should I be validated in the experience that I put into it and actually put it in the work? So yeah, man, it's a tough question. And I think personally, just from, being in a position of getting places by the people I know, I will always say that, it is 100% based on, what you know, because those people know your character. Those people know kind of the grit. Those people have seen you in, those pressure situations. They are able to kind of speak to, some of the things that others may not have any knowledge about. So 100% who you know over what you know, because again, what you know can only go so far as to say, hey, the best salesperson ain't always the best leader, right? And I think we've all heard that one. We've all seen that, right? Because how do you translate your personal sales or personal performance to the masses? And that's one of the biggest things. Now, where we are, obviously, it's a little different ball game. We're in a position where we are leading other leaders. So it is something different where, if you can go out there and you can produce, your leaders can produce, and their secondary leaders can produce, you can see that you're fostering a system of development, a system of, who's next up. And that should be able to translate to, say, that director role, right? If I could, inspire, other leaders like store managers, why couldn't I inspire other district managers? If I'm a resource to the marketplace, if I'm a resource, to the district, everyone's coming to me. Everyone's asking questions. Hey, how do you do this, that, and the third? Why am I not being utilized in that sense as a director? Why don't I get that growth, that positions? 100%, I think it's who you know. And some people, I think, they've been waiting in line for so long. They've had a level of success that, no, hey, it's not a flash in the pan, so to say, and not to say that, it's flash in the pan performance, but it's one of those where, man, this person probably has been doing it 5 to 10 years on a consistent basis. And sometimes they'll take that consistency over a hot, player starting out. And so it's a tough one, man. But y'all tell us what you think. Sam, you got to take.
I was just going to talk about O's take. It's definitely who you know. We got a real good example in the White House right now with FBI directors, DOJ. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That shows, and one of the most powerful positions in the world. Yes, it's not so much what you know, because it's a lot of things, and I know many of us went through it where you got better at your job because you learned on the fly. It wasn't nothing that you was taught. It's something you had to learn hands on to figure out. So, and sometimes, in most cases, that don't even get recognized because they have probably I don't want to say lesser, but the person that worked hands on and figured it out now have to train somebody that come in and over them. And now I got to train you, or you had to train them at their job, and they making more than you. So I would lean more towards it's who you know than what you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all.
like,
Yeah, y'all.
I said, like, I feel where you coming from, T, as far as them knowing your work history, knowing you, again, it's just, I still feel if we lived in a perfect society, which I know we don't, I just hate the whole favoritism because you can sometimes lose some really good pieces. And look, I'm testament for it. I actually did it before. Um, when you don't go based off of what's actually there. You know what I mean? So it happens in all fields. You know what I mean? Where there's people that get looked over because of favoritism or whatnot. And so I just want to hear from the world how they feel. And look, I benefited from both. I was on one side of it where I was able to move up the total pool based off of who I know. Due to the fact that I was overlooked multitude of times, and kind of what Tyrone was saying, look, because an individual knew my character, knew my performance, and had the opportunity to give me a shot at something, they definitely did. And so it was more of who I know, but that individual definitely knew what I brought. And then I benefited from just accolades, performance, and everything. And so I'm really curious on what the world views on it, what side they lean on. It was just a question of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody keep in mind, look, man, like you have two things, right? You have that performance piece, and then you have your personal brand. If your personal brand doesn't align with your performance, that's why you're not getting some of these opportunities. So we also just have to keep that clear, because there's some people that believe just because they've worked somewhere for 20 years that they should be the president of the company. And again, like it's not
Yeah,
always that, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Because you have some people that perform at a high level, and you have owners at companies that say, you know what, this person is good at where they at. They're not asking or seeking anything else. So let's keep them where they are. They're more reliable at what they're doing. We want them to like stay there. You know what I mean? Companies do people like that as well. So that can go both ways.
Yeah, but that's
Because if I
if
got
you're
to
not
get
looking to grow,
right, I
what are
mean,
you doing?
yeah, I mean, you have people that like been working, and they like, okay, we're gonna stay here because I'm comfortable. You know, is a lot of people that be like that. And you have owners that actually recognize that this person is performing like contracts. They're performing above their level, like these rookies in their third and fourth year, like way past. They're
Yeah.
exceeding expectations, and they like, we ain't about to pay you right now. We're gonna wait these 5 years, you know, and then franchise tag you and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm basically that's what
I
I'm getting at.
I just think some people, they work hard enough not to get fired, or they work hard enough not to be noticed. Like, you know what I mean? Basically, they just right in the middle there. They never make the decision to be great or underperform and have unsatisfactory
That's
performance.
called comfortable.
But that's what I'm saying, Sam. Like, it's hard for me, Sam, to just have somebody just go and be in a run of the mill employee, and then I'll walk up and be like, "Hey, man, you should get promoted. Like, I want you to be a leader for me." That's gonna be a very difficult transition, especially because that's not what they're looking to do. And they may not be great at it because they don't even have the passion to do it, or they don't even have the willingness to like try to do it.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't expect it nowadays, but when I was younger, and most of the people when I grew up started off working at McDonald's, right? I was recognized by one of the managers and one of the store managers and the area manager, right? They walk in doing different shifts to see how you're doing. I was lead, I became swing, then I became manager. And it wasn't because some I see. It was like, hey, we noticed this guy doing customer where he is all these things. Like, we need to move him up. We can't keep him there. You know what I'm saying? So those things do happen. And that wasn't because of who I knew, because I didn't know him. I just came in, did what I was asked. They put more on my plate, I did it. They put more on my plate, I did it. You know, so it do get recognized, but back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, long time ago. Yeah.
Man,
Hey.
when
But
minimum wage was like $5.25.
I mean, hey, it's only $7.25 now, brother. So I mean
Well, that's whack. Where's $7.25 at?
minimum wage? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think like minimum wage. Like I don't think like state minimum wage. I'm saying like federal minimum wage. I think it's only like $7.25 still.
man, it's like $15. Ain't it? Where you been?
At some companies. Yeah.
Man,
But
that's an insult, 725.
look, man, you can't live off of that. But yeah, man, let us know, tap in and, great, conversation. Cause man, this is one that's crazy. I mean, again, for those, 20 year, career people, for those, just stuck in the same position, those that have been grinding continuously, kind of being overlooked, this is a great combo for you. Jump in, tap in, let us know. There's a lot of people being overlooked, like you said, Sam, and a lot of people not being chosen because like you said, they're not going to go get it or having that, stand up, hey, me. So yeah, who you know or what you know, let us know. Leave it in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? Hey, one more thing, man, just to get fun and loose, have a little enjoyment and a little good time. I'm gonna bring up a slide here, and I want to just play a quick game, fellas. Some just get us going, man. And we could do this a couple of different times too, man. We're gonna build a NFL offense. We could do a defense. We could do NBA. We could do a lot of different things here. So I think this is gonna be a fun one, but maybe we could correlate it and do more things with it. So I'll bring this up and we can utilize this name generator, and basically, again, what we're going to be doing is we're going to spin this here. All right. And it's going to select a team. And whatever team that is, we're going to go in order: me, Sam, then O. And we're going to pick who we believe the best player from that team that will fit our team. And we're going to build the ultimate team. So, y'all ready? All right. Here we go. Okay. The Cincinnati Bengals is the first one. And I'm going to be real with y'all, fellas, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to take Joe Burrow off the board. And we ain't talking about college, so I don't want Carson Palmer either. Now, so far, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking maybe wide receiver 2 or 1, and I'm gonna take Jamar Chase. I'm gonna say Jamar Chase in this one because I think that there is gonna be a better team that I could probably get me another good quarterback that's a proven winner. So I'm gonna take Jamar Chase. Who you got, Sam?
From the Bengals, I'm going Corey Dillon at running back.
I almost did that too. So okay, Sam, you gonna go Corey Dillon? Okay.
Yo, that's crazy. I can't believe y'all didn't pick the guy that's always open. Like, he said he's always open, even now. He said he's always open. Calling him more than 7-Eleven. Show Cinco, baby. Come on now. Like that, I thought you was gonna go Ocho out the gate. Like
I
he the one
did.
that made the always open. Come on now. I don't even
I
know
like
who
Chad Johnson better.
I almost went Ocho.
call him Ocho Cinco. Okay. So
That's what
whichever one that chose Ocho Cinco, that's who I'm going.
Hey, I
All
like it.
right. All right. So O is going Chad Ochocinco. I'm going to take Jamar Chase. And Sam is taking a running back, Corey Dillon. All right. All right. So here, let's do it again. And we're going to keep the team. I ain't going to remove the team. Should we remove the team or keep them?
Hey, we still got to pick a quarterback and tight end for them, right?
No,
No.
I told you every time you pick one player, then we raffle again. It's a new team.
Removing the team makes it interesting, T. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
go.
So we'll remove the team and then we'll spin again.
Hey, I can't believe I didn't do Ocho. That's crazy. Let's go.
I was going to do Ocho or TJ Hushmanzada, bro. My God. Yo.
Go. That's crazy.
Los Angeles Rams. What about this one? Oh my goodness. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm not taking Matthew Stafford. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, man. We beat up on Matthew a lot in Detroit. And I'm sorry that one Super Bowl didn't erase us beating them up all that time. I get an opportunity here, fellas. I get an opportunity to get my guy, but for some reason, I just feel like with having Jamar Chase, I gotta go blast from the past. Torrey Hope, Mr. Possession wide receiver. Or you know what? Let's go get Marshall Faulk. Wait. Hold on.
Got Corey Dillon.
Let's get no. Yeah, you got a running back. I don't. Sam, you're building your own team. I'm building my team. So you have a running back now. So now you need to get wide receiver, tight end, quarterback. I have a wide receiver, so I could pick whoever I want.
I gotta pick a receiver and a tight end or a quarterback from the Rams, right?
You could pick any one, yes. Like you're gonna pick one player. Yeah, you're gonna pick one player. You know
But
what
I can't
though?
pick another running back.
No.
Right? Okay.
No. You know what, Sam? You know who I'm gonna actually take? I'm gonna take Marshall Faulk. I was gonna say Eric Dickerson, but I'm gonna take Marshall Faulk.
Man, I don't know if I want Kurt Warner or Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, I almost took Isaac Bruce over Torrey Hope, but bro, that possession receiver Torrey Hope, man, was cold.
You know what? I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp, wide receiver.
Cooper Kupp?
Yep.
Wide receiver 1 or 2?
He gonna be 2.
Who you got up?
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna hate that. We should have did like 2 running backs because this is stupid.
Oh, you can pick your own running back.
Yeah, you don't have a running back.
I know.
Bro, the Rams have a bunch of great running backs.
Yeah, but there's other teams that have even better running backs. You know what I mean?
That's the point.
Like
that's what makes this so good.
Gurley's like the only person I really fucked with back in his prime. He was solid, but I don't wanna take up my. That's stupid because there's so many wide receivers out there
for the Rams. Like you don't have to.
No, he's just saying other teams, another team.
I'm not trying to just pick somebody, but like these last 3 spots, like there's nobody
I
wide
got
receiver.
my quarterback open.
And nobody wide receiver I would want. But you know what? Fuck it. Because I have to. And he did take Arizona to the only Super Bowl that we've ever been to.
This nigga taking Kurt.
And look, he did run the best, the best show on turf.
Yeah, I started to.
That's
Kurt Warner. Right. All right, so I got Marshall Faulk. Sam got Cooper Kupp. O took Kurt Warner. The New York Jets. The New York Jets.
And you got look. You gotta pick them when they played on that team. That's who they are on that team. Don't be trying to pick Aaron Rodgers, thinking that he's Aaron Rodgers from like Green Bay and nah, fuck. That Aaron Rodgers when he had an ACL, tore all that shit.
Octavius, shut up. See now you really gotta flash back with the Jets because you ain't get, I mean, you know what? You know what? You know what, Sam? I'm going Keyshawn Johnson. I'ma take Keyshawn Johnson. You know what?
I can wait till the next one.
Taking Keyshawn Johnson. Hell yeah. So I got Jamar Chase and Keyshawn Johnson at the wide receiver.
Man, that's hard, bro. They really ain't got no. I need a quarterback.
Hey,
tight end.
what's the name is out there? What's the name is out there? Mark Sanchez.
Come on, bro.
Hey, Justin Fields, your boy.
I would rather go with Joe Namath.
Hey, Sam Darnold.
He played defense.
Sam Darnold?
No.
Yeah, he a Super Bowl winner.
He was weak with the Jets. Man, this hurt.
Yeah, because you got to go. I mean,
I
you got
go
one
quarterback,
more receiver.
tight end, wide receiver 1.
Yep. Do you take Namath, the guarantee?
I'm going to go with Dustin Keller at tight end.
I thought you might have took a different tight end. They had a couple of great black tight ends. Keller? All right. Oh, who you got from the Jets?
I probably forgot about him, but he was nice back in his day. And I don't know who the fuck we got coming up next. And that used to be my dude. So I'm going to pair him up with Ocho. I'm going to go Brandon Marshall, bro. I'm going to go Brandon Marshall, number 2. Yeah. Bro, y'all slept on Brady.
Yeah, him and Chad Pennington.
Yeah, B. Marsh used to be that guy.
He played with Denver, then he played with the Bears.
Then he played with the Jets. Yeah, him and Chad Pennington.
I think Brandon Marshall was probably one of the nicest receivers. He had a big body, everything. He just didn't go for it. And I mean, him and Ocho could do well together. So that's who I got off the Jets.
So you got both your receivers, right?
Yep. And I got the best receiving duo, Chase and Keyshawn. All right, here we go. All right, so now we down to 3 more or 2 more, right? Oh, and guess who I got left? Yeah, Sam. You know who I got left. Dang. The good thing is Octavius don't know they running back, Sam, so we good. But I'm going to go ahead and take Shannon Sharp. Yeah.
I'm going to go and get my quarterback, John
Elway. You going to take Elway?
I'm going to go take John Elway.
You got to take Elway right there.
I have to.
Who you got? Oh.
Nah, honestly, when I see Denver, it had to be Shannon Sharp. But I mean, look, I need a running back, and I can't get a tight end, so I got to go TD, Mr. Terrell Davis. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Hot.
Hey, Denver a solid pick, but like honestly, when I see Denver, I was like, y'all got to go Shannon, but you picked them, so
I got to get Elway in that.
No, I was gonna go Bell off of the Jets, you know what I'm saying? But I go B. Marsh.
Le'Veon Bell was good on the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, here we go. Last one, fellas. Last one. Sam, you need another wide receiver. Oh, you need a tight end, and I need a quarterback.
Patriots.
So who do I go get? Do I go get the original running quarterback and Randall? Do I get Mike Vick?
Vick was Atlanta, bro.
No, Mike Vick was still slanging it with Deshaun Jackson. Yes, Vick was still slanging it with Deshaun Jackson, bro. That's the game. Yeah, the game he had, man. Yes. Or Donovan McNabb, bro, got him to a Super Bowl with T.O.
4 straight.
Philly actually got some records.
Damn, Sam, you're going to get a great wide receiver here.
I know.
This is a great for you. You have the potential to really get a great tight end also.
And bullshit.
Now
that shit landed on Patriots.
Bro, I thought if it had landed on the Colts, I'd have had y'all like dominated, bro. I'd have had the biggest brain in the game, dog. Okay, so as I look at my team here, I got Marshall Faulk, Shannon Sharp, Jamar Chase, Keyshawn Johnson. I gotta go Donovan McNabb here. Like, I love all these other quarterbacks like Mike Vick, Randall Cunningham, Folk or Foles, Nick Foles.
Hey, fuck around. Foles one of the only ones that got a championship while he playing.
Nick Foles, but I gotta go McNabb, bro. I gotta go Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb was in his bag. He could run when he needed to, but he could throw the ball. And I think this offense will be potent with Donovan McNabb. So Donovan McNabb.
I'm going with T.
I knew you was gonna take T.O., Sam. God, I wish I waited on this one. Man,
Nice. I can't
damn.
lie to you. Nice.
You got a tight
I
end.
ain't really have much. I ain't really have much.
Yeah, I feel like Ertz is it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, whose team do you think is gonna be the best? We got Wavy team, Donovan McNabb, Marshall Faulk, Shannon Sharp, Jamar Chase, and Keyshawn Johnson. Sam team, John Elway, Corey Dillon. What was Keller's first name?
Dustin.
Dustin Keller, Terrell Owens, and Cooper
Yo.
Kupp. O team, Kurt Warner, Terrell Davis, Zach Ertz, Chad Ochocinco, and Brandon Marshall. Let me know,
That's a
please.
tight
Let us
team,
know who team do you think will win a game? Whose team do you think will be most dominant? And again, the selections were the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Jets, the Denver Broncos, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the LA Rams. So those were the 5 selections. Did we get it right?
Wait a minute. Wait. I can't trade one?
No.
Why
What
I
do you
can't
mean
trade
No
trade
way.
one?
I want to get rid of Cup. I want to get somebody else.
No, you shouldn't have picked Cup. You had Sam, there were so many Ram
Excuse
receivers
me.
you could have picked.
Because I was thinking of they had to be at their peak when they played. Because there's a
Sam,
better
Torrey
receiver.
Holt, Isaac Bruce,
It's
they're
a
better than Cup.
But Devontae Adams out there too.
I know, Sam. That's why I said, what were you
pictured
thinking?
him on Green Bay. So
He started his career, started to ascend.
But since you brought up Vic with Philly, I'm like, man, I could have got Devontae.
Yeah, but Vic was performing in Philly though. Vic wasn't like Vic. This was redemption Vic.
Like I can't think of dude name they receiver right now. Like he colder than Cup was.
Deshaun Jackson?
No,
Who?
for the Rams.
For the Rams, you talking about Puka?
Yeah.
Right. That's why Sam, I was like, why the fuck did you pick Cooper Kupp?
Cause Cup on the way to the Super Bowl. Hey, and when he was with the Rams, can't nobody stop him, bro. Back to back, unstoppable.
Can't nobody stop Puka now.
Hey, and got Offensive Player of the Year one of those years too in Cup.
Devontae Adams has led the league in touchdowns on 3 different teams. The niggas sound like LeBron James. But I digress. Sam.
Please do, please.
All right, but no, that's so those were the 5 teams, man. So that's fun. That was crazy, man. That was a great little, that's a good little activity right there, man. That really gets you thinking though, because that past and present meeting.
I got the best quarterback though.
John Elway. Hey, John Elway was a gunslinger, man.
I got the best quarterback.
You got your quarterback won the most Super Bowls.
Better arm.
Bro, Donovan McNabb had an arm, bro.
He had an arm.
Donovan McNabb could run too.
But he
Donovan was sneaky, bro.
But he was choking.
Yeah, no, he did. But I'm not getting that Super Bowl Donovan. I'm getting the playoff Donovan. You know what I mean? But yeah, man,
championship.
those are our teams, man. Those are our teams.
Yeah.
That's who we got. And I mean, when I think about the quarterbacks I could have took, I would have had to given up Jamar Chase, and if I could have swapped Burrow for McNabb and then had T.O. instead of Jamar, like that could have been nasty. But when you chasing quarterbacks like I was, and I wanted to wait for that last quarterback pick, man, it kind of bit me in the ass. But I think I got the best tight end. I got Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, he the best one out of better than Dustin Keller.
But even I think I got the best running back too.
No way.
Even over Terrell Davis. Marshall
got
Faulk.
the best running back.
Marshall Faulk?
Like running back, or it depends. Like just
No.
plain
What do
just
you
plain
utilize the running back for? He could come out the
plain
backfield
running.
and catch it, or he can
Yeah,
run it.
I
Yeah.
mean, Corey Dillon could do the same thing though.
Correct, but Corey didn't do it at the level.
Man, TD carried the whole team, bro.
Correct, but TD carried the rock 30, 40 times a
Hey,
game.
also, here's the difference in it. Here's the difference in it. The reason I give Terrell even over Corey Dillon, the reason I give Terrell the edge is because it was the greatest show on turf. Marshall Faulk became open coming out of the backfield because you got that one of the best possession receivers, and you got Isaac Bruce burning you. So that opened it up for Faulk coming out of the backfield. That opened it up. So, but with Terrell Davis, it started with him. Like, you got to stop him. And if you come up on the line, Elway gonna eat you up with Shannon Sharp, Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey.
That's what I was gonna tell you though. He had, you know what I'm saying? He had some dogs. He had some great running, like great wide receivers too. So I mean,
They
that
weren't
that
great. They was
well,
above
they
average.
were,
They was well
yeah,
above average.
yeah. You know what I mean? They were good. They
Yeah.
were what he needed.
I used to
And
play
you know,
that.
having Shannon
Come on.
Sharp,
Yeah.
and I think that complemented that run game too, Sam. So, but I
And I
just
like
say
that
for
greatest show on
greatest show
turf.
on turf, bro. Greatest show on turf, Sam. Like to even have a name like that, anybody that I'm getting is gonna be great. Got Kurt Warner, which at that time, Kurt Warner was amazing.
He was
Kurt looked
amazing in
great.
Arizona.
Kurt was
Hey.
good in Arizona.
And didn't
Brought
have no
that-
running back.
He brought that gift over to Arizona. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what would have been dope?
I think that was more of Fitzgerald and what's his name?
Bruce
Anquan
BA.
Bolden.
Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden.
You
Man,
had me with
come on,
Fitzgerald.
dude.
I mean, he had some targets, but you know what would have been dope though? To like kind of like made it just even that much better is like we should have did like a spin, maybe like one time, and then pick the head coach. And I mean, like that would have been kind of dope. Like there's so many different head coaches that you could have like went with, and like it really depends on like the strategy. That I mean, some actual, yeah.
I
Some
mean,
actual,
you
but I'm
just
like,
base
like it would have
you just base it off what these players was able to do.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if you went like a step further, like if Tyrone spin one time, and let's say it landed on, I don't
Yeah,
know,
but like
Green
the
Bay.
Patriots or Giants are like one of the only teams that you could really find multiple
Parcells,
great coaches. You
Belichick,
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like maybe Pittsburgh because they only had 2,
Tomlin.
3. You know what I mean? Tomlin and Cowher. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The Cowboys, maybe.
Jerry.
That's gonna be tough because you can. How you gonna find 3 coaches off one team?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like we all get a spin. You know what I mean? And so, like,
You
yeah,
have
like
to,
because
then
it'd
you
been too
have to
hard to
take the
like try
coach
and,
off of it.
huh?
Or the
Yeah.
greatest coach to ever coach that team is what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
again, if it fell on, I don't know,
Because
like
I won't only one I would want a Shanahan scheme. That boy
Hey, Denver
cold.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Or you
hey,
talking
that was
about the
good.
49ers?
We got
Either
You know what I'm
one.
hey, we
saying?
should do
Either one.
Hey, we should do this for basketball season. That was actually pretty dope. I actually like that. We should do it for basketball season one time.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. Because I think picking
Hey, eliminate
top 5 would be
Chicago off
tough.
the list though. Yeah, just take them
Hey,
smooth off the fucking list.
What's funny? If Tyrone picked first off Chicago, cause he don't like Mike, he'll go Pittman. You'll go Rodman.
Bro, it's not that I don't like Mike. That's what I'm telling you, Sam. Whenever I talk about this discussion, I do give Mike his credit. I just don't ever believe that he was a better basketball player than LeBron. That's all it is. That's all it ever is. Like, it's like there could be a killer, like you talked about before, right? With that killer mentality, right? And a trained assassin that don't even like it. He's just great at it. Who's better? Like the trained assassin or the one that got the mindset that I'm a murk you?
For one,
A sharpshooting contest, something like that. You know what I mean?
For one, that's a terrible concept, and the reason I say it's a terrible concept, the trained assassin will be somebody that accomplished the goal every time versus somebody that has a killer instinct and just tries best to do it and don't kill every target. That's two different things.
No, I'm just
I mean, I'm just saying it's a wrong.
I'm saying they bloodthirsty, you know what I mean? Like they love it. They love to do it.
I mean, you like
Who
you
the
can
better
be
shot?
you can be the best overall person and still don't be the greatest ever.
Yeah, for sure. But
But
I know what you're saying.
I can give LeBron the best overall person that I ever seen play the game. Like overall, physicality, everything. I can give him that. But best player is different. You know what I mean? Like the best overall player in baseball, steal bases, gold glove defense, bats over 300. You get what I'm saying? Nobody never did that like Barry. So I would say Barry is the greatest of all time in my book. I say Ohtani has a chance to reach that, but he has to be the top at everything like Barry was.
But I think when you talk about that comparison, Sam, what's harder to do, right?
What you mean
Because
what's harder to do?
well, like what I was gonna ask is what's harder to do, play in the outfield or pitch? Because they
And
both could swing the bat. So now when
I
you were
would I would think
comparing,
I would think it's really hard to play in the outfield over pitching. Pitching will give you more stress on your arm in
yeah, but
most cases, but most pitchers take breaks. If you play in the field, you don't take a break. You probably take 3 to 4 games off a season in the outfield. Like you playing most of those games. In Barry's case, he did until he got to the Giants.
so playing in the outfield is more impressive than pitching, you think? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying because I think what Shohei can do, because you
No,
think about all these
I'm
great hitters.
Imma say this
There's
to
so
you.
many great
Imma
hitters in the
say this to
game
you.
right now.
Can you compare Greg Maddux to Derek Jeter?
Can I well, see, this is the thing, Sam.
No, I asked the question.
Greg Maddux, here's the thing though.
What?
What you're comparing is because Shohei steals bases. You know, Shohei has a great on base percentage. Shohei can bat. Shohei has great home run capabilities. Like they do a lot of things similar. But
Is he the type of pitcher? Is he the type of pitcher as Greg Maddux? Can you compare Shohei Ohtani to Greg Maddux? Can you compare him to any great pitcher? Can you compare him to any
you can right now,
pitcher?
Sam, because we still don't like we've seen what he can do. But
So we
haven't seen it throughout his career yet. That's
So
the
we can-
only.
But we can take the pitching aspect out of it.
No, you cannot though, because Sam, he's not done. Like if you say just cut it off from now,
he's finished as an average pitcher. I'm telling you that. He's done.
you
I'm
think
saying
he's an
that right
average
now.
pitcher?
He's an average pitcher right now. He's done at pitching.
Sam, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. That's incorrect. I just like
He
he's
won't
got-
win. He won't
he
win.
has one of the
in my
best-
opinion. In my opinion, he won't win 10 games.
he has one of
if
the
he
best
start 30.
individual games ever.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And I can name you 10 pitchers that had a shutout that was their best game ever. And
Their best game, Sam, their best game. He has the best game ever. The best game ever. Like no
Pitching?
one else.
pitching.
The best overall game. 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts. Bro, in the same game, Sam.
Okay.
I'm saying
okay.
that's
Now,
an
look.
incredible feat.
Check this out. Kerry Wood for the Cubs had 20 strikeouts and 1 home run. Which was more better to you?
3 home runs and 10 strikeouts.
Was better than 20 strikeouts and a home run.
I guess the 2 home runs is going to trump the additional 10 strikeouts.
I say you trying to fit your narratives. I mean, you got a right.
You're trying to fit yours. Like,
You got a right to your opinion. I'm just comparing the two. I think it's much harder. To strike out 20 people.
then they hit 3 home runs. Or, 2. I'd say 2 home runs, I guess.
Rick Sutcliffe, who's not even close, hit 2 home runs in a game and had 10 strikeouts for the Cubs. Way before Ohtani. Ohtani had 3. So I guess Sutcliffe had the second best overall game ever, right?
Yeah,
No,
you could give
no,
him that.
No.
Bro, 10 strikeouts in 3 home runs, bro. That is absolutely insane. And actually,
It's
you know
insane.
what?
It's insane, but you can't compare it.
Let me get
You
the
can't
exact
compare
number.
it to 20 strikeouts though. But all I'm saying to you when it comes to Ohtani, now if Ohtani is able to do this like 2 more times and he's above 500 in pitching and he's still hitting the way he hit, then I can say, yeah, he's probably one of the greatest ever. But right now, the best player ever in my eyes is Barry Bonds. He brought not only did he bring, we gonna walk this guy with the bases loaded. We don't give a damn. We gonna walk him. He has the best eye in baseball. He would tell you, hey, this guy gonna pitch this. I'm hitting it to McCovey Cole. These things that he did. Now you didn't see what Ohtani can't hit. You can't tell me what Barry couldn't hit. The best pitchers in the game said, and I quote, he is the hardest person to face I ever seen. And he's some of the best pitchers ever.
Correct. I agree. I 100% agree that he is one of the best batters ever. But again, Sam, this is a very similar argument that we're having here, where when I say that someone is a better player, it is because they are doing things on both sides, whereas you're only bringing up the one singular thing that they do great.
Okay, Barry got gold gloves in the outfield. Barry Bonds is the only player that was like.
So let me clean it up. How about this? Can I clean it up a little bit
So
then?
he did things on
Let me
both sides.
I'll clean it up a little bit then,
Okay.
right? Because not only is he the first player ever to do 10 and 3 home runs, it was in a playoff game, Sam, in the conference championship
Okay,
game.
so he had a lucky game.
I'm just saying, like
Barry
when we
did
talk
these-
about being
He did
clutch,
these things
bro,
for
he
life.
did it in the postseason too.
He did it for
Like,
life. In the
right,
wait,
all right.
in the
All right,
post.
no. We're good.
Wait. I gotta say this. In the postseason, Barry Bonds got intentionally walked damn near every game. They gonna pitch to Ohtani every time. No matter what he did that one game. They're gonna pitch to Ohtani. They saying now we have a chance to get him out. He might hurt us, but he has a chance that we have a chance to get him out. The way they treated Barry is we don't have that chance. We don't have it. If we do pitch to Barry, he's not only going to throw your ass out at home plate, he might hit a home run every time.
They pitched to Barry unless first base was open. There were moments they still pitched to Barry.
They
But
walked
yes,
him
Sam,
3
I
times.
agree.
They
Barry
walked
has a
him.
great eye. And I
They
think
walked-
Barry is the best
They
batter
walked
ever.
Barry 3 times with the bases loaded. They walked him with 2 outs with Jeff Kent on deck twice, second and third with 2 outs. Twice.
Yes. I will walk Barry and give up one run, then a grand slam.
Past series, bases loaded, 1 out against the Dodgers, Ohtani on deck. They pitched to Ohtani. They pitched to him. One time he hurt him, the other time he struck out. They was not going to pitch to Barry, period.
Yep.
They wasn't going to pitch to him.
I would say, and I'm curious too, Sam, because like if anybody can bring up any game, and I mean, look, any game, because there's a reason, for who's Mr. October, like
That's
we
Jeter.
know all of these things, but like
That's Jeter.
I just
No,
wonder.
actually,
the
that's
actual
Reggie.
Mr. October. Yeah. But I'm saying, what is the game that you would like flash back to? Like, I'm going to say the Ohtani three home runs and 10 strikeout game is gonna be a elite game for me as like one of the best games ever.
It's an elite game.
But I'm saying, I wonder what everybody else's
player.
what
It's an
everybody
elite
else's
game.
would be. I wonder what everybody else's would be. Because, hey, Sam, some
But
people might say Deion Sanders.
What I'm saying, he had the opportunity to do those things. They would not pitch to Barry at all. Now, me as a pitcher, Ohtani hit 2 home runs. Next time he comes to the plate, I might pitch around him. But Barry didn't hit a home run, and they was pitching around him.
History doesn't support what you just said, though.
Okay.
Because he still passed Hank Aaron. Barry, he still passed Hank Aaron for, most home runs.
It wasn't during playoffs. It was during regular season. And
they pitched to Barry.
And he
hit a lot of home runs.
He got the most walks in a season ever by like 400.
Yeah, but walks don't hurt you, so he ain't that dangerous walking first.
And they was intentional. It wasn't like he all the time took an eye, because there is a such thing as intentional, unintentional walks.
Yeah. I just want to know what everybody else think. I think, listen, Ohtani not done, so that's why I can't say. But Sam, I think Barry is the best batter to ever play the game. Like I do. I 100% agree
And
that I think Barry
My
Sanders.
boy Tim had this conversation with me. Like I was out on my side gig. He called me and he say, "Sammy, I know you love baseball and you really into it." And he asked me, he said, "Who's the best player between Barry Bonds and Ohtani?" My exact words to him, I said, "Ohtani's great. Overall, he's one of the best players I ever seen. But I cannot give him that credit yet. I have to see longevity in it. Like maybe 5 or 6 years down the line. If he's doing the same thing, then I will put him in a conversation with Barry. But if he can't dominate like Barry dominated in his prime, then I can't put him there. Is he on a trajectory to get there? But I do want to see him, if he can't pitch no more or be that close to that pitcher that he started off to be, and he can't play nowhere in the field, and the only thing he can do is DH, then I can't put him in a conversation with Barry. They're my exact words to him. But I said
Okay.
I need time with him to see his trajectory. But now that he's on a $1 billion team, you know, who you gonna pitch to? He might have to get those pitches. But like I said,
Maybe, you know what? Maybe if he plays for 23 years and, just shows how dominant he is, then,
I mean, he played for 23 and only win 2 rings, then that's crazy.
Gosh, bro. Bro. All right, hey, let's
he
go ahead.
He ain't
Let's
win
just
none with
move
the Angels.
along, bro. Jesus Christ. Let's move along. Moving right along.
Thank you.
Fellas, is the All-Star game fixed?
No.
Did the world versus the USA Stars and Stripes fix the All-Star game? This was the number one watched All-Star game in years. What do we think? Go ahead, what you think?
Look, since I was so deep in baseball, damn, I think they did. I think they found a way to definitely make the players play and give effort. Me and UT, we were watching it, and I mean, it will never be a normal playoff game. That's not what the All Star will ever be. I think the last time it was like that was back when Kobe was around, and people definitely respected his effort. If they didn't give effort, Kobe was mad at you. You know what I mean? And so, at the end of the day, the way that both sides were playing, definitely it made it exciting, and you watched it. The only thing that I hated was the last game. I felt that Stripes should have just went ahead and took the gold after they beat the world, because they already beat the Stars the first time, and that was a good ass game, and their legs were done. You know what I mean? I understand it's 4 quarters, 12 minutes, so on and so forth, but they exerted so much energy when they played the Stars, younger team. They exerted a lot of energy to play again the world team, which already had a game underneath their legs. And so if you watched it, you could just tell, like, that was a turnoff for me, is that you could just tell that the Stripes were just tired, and the Stars definitely had a lot more energy underneath them, and they definitely wanted to beat them. But to me, they already lost one. But no, I liked it. I actually loved it. I think what they should do is they should do like a world OG team and a world new team. I think they just couldn't, because there was a lot of players that were injured. But I think having 4 teams besides 3 would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot more even kill. But I mean, look, Luka was out. Joakim Noah was out. But no, I liked it. I liked it a lot more than watching a three-point
Joakim Noah?
contest. I mean, Joker, my bad. But I definitely, I was more interested in watching the All-Star game than I missed a 3-point contest. I love watching 3-point contest, but I missed that one. I don't really care about the dunk contest anymore. I mean, I even watched highlights of the dunk contest, and I mean, they all look the same to me, to be truthfully honest. It wasn't nothing hype to me. That's just me. But overall, I think it lived up to what the fans wanted to see. Like you said, Sam, Kawhi actually put up 27 points out of like 47, 48. They were balling. They were balling. Like, they were definitely trying to win a game, and that's what the All-Star week is about. It's about the All-Star game. So nah, they definitely fixed it, but don't stop. Keep building on this.
Yeah. I mean, what I think is they shifted the focus of the game. And as opposed to play the full 4 quarters, they shifted it to you have 12 minutes to outscore the other team. Now, again, defense wasn't being played. They were scoring 50 points in a quarter, right? Like, but it was a lot more competitive. I think you got better shots, you got better play, you got better defense, you got better hustle. And, I actually saw people exerting some effort. I mean, you saw Wemby. Wemby went out there and was playing like he went right to the post like it was a real game. Came out throwing shots in the second row. I think you just get players that come out and exert that type of energy. I think you got to see something from the OGs that, hey, we ain't passing the torch yet. Like we still could do this. We still got, some juice left in the tank. And so I thought it was just great. Like I loved watching this. It looked competitive. It looked like everyone was playing. You saw defense. You saw, passing. You saw team ball. You saw Kawhi like show why Kawhi is one of the best players in the league and just take over that entire game. And I think Kawhi is the biggest reason that they beat that Anthony Edwards team. You know what I mean? Because Ant-Man came out in that last game and really just showed why, right? Like why he was the MVP. So I like it. I like it. I think, like you said, I think it would be amazing continue the world versus the USA, but also get that OG world team and get them young world team cats. And let's go toe to toe and let's get, all the way down to a finals. I think with the three teams, they went off a point differential. And so that was the biggest determining factor. Whoever won by the most points was going to get additional points on top of the win. So that's why they were 1-1, right? They both beat the world. They both beat each other, right? It is what it is. I loved it. I thought it was great. I think, yeah, we got to find something. And like I said, with the dunk contest, there are professional dunkers out there that do this for a living. Like, look, we got to bring this excitement back, bro. And we got to bring them in. We got to shift the focus because I saw a report out there that, LeBron James, John Morant, Anthony Edwards, like a couple of these superstars were offered $1 million to participate in the dunk contest and turned it down. Right. So it's like the league is trying to get superstars back in there. I saw also a post about the 3-point contest. Dame Lillard sent a message to Steph, Clay, Dame, and other top shooters in the 3-point contest next year, and that they all are with it. So I think, look, man, there's so many 3-point shooters right now. Like, we have to get to that. Donovan Mitchell looked great. Devin Booker looked great. Like these guys can shoot the basketball from three. So I love the 3-point contest. I love where that's going to go. And I think you'll always stay competitive there. Contest, though, if we can't have Jackson Hayes going out there and doing a tomahawk dunk. He had a better dunk in the game through the legs than he did in the dunk contest.
But this is what I'm saying when I told y'all last time. Like, I truly do feel that the dunk contest lost its whole it factor when you don't have big names going in. I understand what happened before, but it's all-star weekend. These are where the stars are supposed to shine, not just your normal players. And so again, if you do have the LeBron James, if you do have the Kawhi, even if they're doing just regular, what these cats is doing anyway. I mean, it's not like they're doing anything out of the ordinary or crazy. But again, fans are going to All-Star Weekend to be able to see that. Like one of the most viral, and my bad, Sam, I didn't mean to skip you, but one of the most viral videos that was going around All-Star Weekend was Steph Curry shooting from the commentator box. I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but it was a commentator box that he was shooting threes at. Like, people pay to go see All-Stars do All-Star things. You know what I mean? Like, that's the attraction. What happens during that, I mean, that's what I pay for. I don't pay to go see a dunk contest for this no-name person that I don't know dunk. I would rather see LeBron James try to jump for the free throw lines. That's all I got to say.
Well, I'm gonna say 3 things. Yeah, I kind of agree with a lot of things y'all saying with bringing and having a young cat play the old cats, but that contradicts like they don't have legs. With that extra game, make the old cats not have legs to be able to even keep up with the young ones.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't speak on it, but bro, these is NBA players. Like these niggas, they got legs.
The second thing I wanted to say is I ain't saying Kawhi watching our podcast. All I'm gonna say, ever since I said that was a bad contract, Kawhi been hooping, huh? Huh? Have you? Have you?
Somebody done sent Kawhi Sam's viral clip, bruh.
Hey, he
Yo,
been hooping
yeah.
since I said
We
that
gotta
though.
I'ma send it to Kawhi, bro. Yeah. I'm
Hey,
like,
he
Kawhi, is
been
this
hooping
why you
since
been
then.
hooping? Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I also said before, like, that's where that guy who, busts his ass, work 40 hours a week, works some a little extra overtime to get the tickets to go see these players, and then they don't even show up to games. Like, it's an insult to the fans for these players not to show up and participate and give effort in these games, like point blank. It's not in the best interest of fans to spend their money to go see certain people when they don't even want to show up. You got these players sitting up having interviews saying they didn't gave how much money they hurt themselves with financially because they chose to take a back seat and did certain things with different teams. Like, dude, you making $400 million in 4 years. You made a sacrifice, and this guy that's out there working 40 hours and work 20 extra hours just to get a ticket to go see you, and now you on time management. Know what I mean? So it's not NBA. It's the players that's like feel like they bigger than everything else, and that's the problem. It's like if they offering cash money to participate and they turning it down, they saying, "Hey, pick me as an all-star, but you can get the finger as well." That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And who I blame the players for the lack of all this stuff that we right now is talking about, like what it needs. Like you said, what we need is the ones that we pay our money for. Well, those who do pay their money to go see these players and buying their jerseys and all that, not to get slapped in the face by these players saying, "Hey, I ain't doing that."
Yeah, O made a valid point. Think the dunk contest needs the revitalization of the stars because again, what he said, where it don't matter what dunk they do, you know what I mean? Like people are gonna be impressed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need the stars back in the game, and I mean, you need stars going against each other. But also look, man, nobody knew Zach LaVine was like that in Minnesota. Nobody really knew who Aaron Gordon was like that on Orlando, like they knew. But bro, they went head to head and it was like, wait, hold up. Let me go back and watch every game Zach LaVine's been in, buddy, getting busy like this. And I think that year Zach LaVine had a crazy dunk before the dunk contest. And I think that's really what got people excited. But that was an exciting dunk contest that didn't have the stars, right? I just think that we need an entertaining event, whether it's the stars or it's other NBA players, because that was a great dunk contest and there were no stars, right? Like in it. So
Man, not feel it. And look, maybe you have, stars enter and then you have up and coming like dunkers. So they, one, your all stars are making sure that they don't get beat by, non-stars and vice versa. Like if it's an up and coming Zach LaVine and he know he's going up against John Moran or LeBron James or Wemby, whatever the case is, like maybe he brings a little bit harder. But no, to answer your question, as far as yes, I understand that they're NBA players. Yes, I understand that they should have the legs. Still, at the end of the day, like, the Stars they got a 12-minute rest where the Stripes didn't. And so it does make a difference. And you've seen it when it came to just the energy. Like, again, to be able to sit down and rest for 12 minutes and watch a whole game, probably longer than that. And I think Stripes only had like 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. But I think they should definitely change that. The one thing that I do miss, though, that I don't really, maybe it's me, 'cause I don't pay attention that much to the All-Star weekend, but it was the up-and-coming stars that game. I don't know if they still do it anymore or whatnot, but it was like all the rookies that would come out and play.
it's
That
early.
was they still do that at the beginning?
Yep. Sophomores versus the rookies. Yep.
Yeah, that game right there, I missed it this year. That game usually is more,
But they more
probably like,
focused on the celebrity basketball game now.
yeah, and I hate that they do that. Like the celebrity basketball is cool. They used to do that like that. It would take place, but it'll be like on a whole different channel and whatnot. But the Rising Stars, like I'll never forget when I watched that and Kawhi played it, or not Kawhi, Kyrie, he played in the Rising Stars and my man put on a show. And then after he put on the show and the Rising Stars, then he went to the All-Star game and put on an even better show. Like I miss days like that, just seeing some like real just basketball. Now I just feel like it's a lot of entertainment value and I don't know, it kind of lost its like luster a little bit. But hey, it's gonna be in the Valley next year, so hey, we'll see what it look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the Valley next year. That's why I say, Devin Booker, this is your opportunity, man. Get that 3-point shot together, bro. Get out here and get busy and take it home. Who out there on the Suns that can bang out, right? Can get above the rim. We need to bring some action. We need some, going up down there. Because yeah, it's in Arizona next year. So we got to make sure we have one of the best shows. Maybe we put the gorilla in there. You know what I'm saying? We put the Suns gorilla in the dunk contest, bro. Let him jump off the trampoline. He get busy. So, but yeah, let's slide past that. Last episode, I want to one more thing before we get to rapping. But J. Jermaine, J. Cole, the fall off is dropped, fellas. It's been plenty of time. I had a 16-hour drive, fellas. I drove from Dallas, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona. 16 and a half hours playing track after track after track and kept it on repeat. How we feeling? What we giving it? What's your favorite song? Did Cole deliver? Like, is this what you anticipated? How you feeling?
Look, I'll go. My first playthrough, like WTF, I ain't gonna even lie. It took me a minute to gravitate to it. Second playthrough, I caught so what? Like my first playthrough, look, I'll be honest. The first couple songs that hit me. I gotta pull up the track list real quick because me and my boy Rob been talking about this since it dropped. And by the way, hopefully y'all getting y'all tickets September 10th. He gonna be out here in the Valley. Let's go, Chase Field, I believe. But no, my first track was that I fell in love with was for sure Poor Thing, right? Then Who the Fuck Is You? The other two that like really stuck. And then I let it chill. Like the one thing I've learned about albums, I don't like I stayed off social media for a couple of days because I know everybody was talking about it, giving their insights, their reviews. Hove said it best. It takes years to create music for people to give a critique or give a review on art that was developed in years. Like sometimes you just have to let the art sit and you have to constantly listen to it before you can actually give a review. That's just how I feel. And so I let it sit for a couple of days, listen to it again, ran it back again, ran it through shuffle. And nah, man, I mean, look, as a J. Cole fan, it's definitely his album. Is that one thing I fucks with J. Cole on is like he doesn't make music that's mainstream. You know what I mean? Like this is not any of your mainstream that you're gonna be able to hear on the radio. Yes, they're gonna play it on the radio because he's talking to the United States right now. But like J. Cole just doesn't make that mainstream music. And I believe that's why a lot of J. Cole fans fuck with him because he doesn't. Um, but no, man, like I like as for his tracks right now, man, Rob just asked me is my top 5 right now. I would probably say it's gonna be Old Dog, Drum and Bass for sure. Who the fuck is you? Bombs in the bill. That's been hitting like crazy. Ah, man, and then you know what's crazy? I do fuck with uh what's that Boots Road Blues Boots Road Blues I do. Like I don't know, there's a lot of them that like Safety I'm starting to get used to. 39 intro, I know everybody like banging on that right now. Like I still honestly I haven't even gotten to this 39. To be honest, besides Old Dog right now is my shit. Like I fucks with Old Dog pretty damn heavy. That's probably like one of my favorite right now. But I don't know. Every time I listen to the album, I find a new love. And J. Cole's bars are just so. It take you a while to like really understand them. Sometimes you gotta like keep listening. Look, if I had to rank it, I can't even rank it right now amongst his other albums right now because I'm still going through it. I'm still listening to it, but I believe for it to be the fall off, if he doesn't come back, I believe he delivered in his world and his eyes and his collection and his thought. I think he delivered his piece. And I really don't believe he gives a fuck what anybody thinks about it. Hey, shout out to him being humble, man. Like, if nobody knows, J. Cole right now, or maybe he stopped, but he was rolling around really out east, giving away CDs out of a Honda, playing basketball. Like, he just a down to earth type of dude, like real shit. So nah, I fucked with the album. It did take me a minute too. I'm not gonna lie. It took me about a week for me to like really like fuck with it heavy. But now I can't go a day without bumping at least one or two tracks off of it, and it's still just picking up gems here and there. So, hey, it's a cold world. Shout out to you, bro. You did a damn thing.
Well, I only heard 2 songs from it, so far. It was Legacy and What If. So rolling on them, I'm still trying to vibe to them. So I pretty much ain't got nothing to say, but I like Cole anyway. So once I really get into it, I know it's hitting.
Jermaine. Who? Jermaine.
Man, I ain't
Listen,
heard them.
bro. No, that's RDC World.
That's his
Uh
real name.
yeah, no, it's a joke. Look, man, Lonely at the Top, like Lonely at the Top hits. Bro, the track with Future, I know he got 2 tracks with Future, but the track with Future is called Run a Train. Slap. Um so many, like, I mean, look, yeah, bro, like, whenever I listen to Cole albums, bro, like, honestly, with the exception of, like, I think, bro, I think Friday Night Lights was, like, one that you could just literally you knew what it was out the gate. Like, Friday Night Light just hit, like, you knew what it was out the gates, and, like, this one is, it's pieced together, bro, like, and it's just more, it's not all just hype, it's not all just bang out, it's not just all shooting and killing and this, that, and the third, bro. Like, he really put himself in it. And I think for this isn't for the casual fan. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't for that person, I think. I think like Cole really put everything in this, and when you listen to it and some of these tracks, bro, the melodies, the beats, bro, they don't always got to be banging the trunk out, bro. Sometimes it's really about the message and it's about what he's saying. And Cole has a lot of tracks now. Majority of the tracks that I'm talking about though, like, they got some crazy beats and like he really spitting. But just like you said, Poor Thing, Legacy, but Who the Fuck Is You? Oh, like there's so many that just bang, and like just listening to all of them. I like it. And I think he kind of did something that Drake did when Drake did like a double album like this, where Drake had like a bangers and then he had like the slow singing Drake stuff. Cole kind of gave 2 pieces of something, but I've watched a couple of reviews. I watched a couple of people talk about, some of the symbolism and stuff like that. And but the way Cole rap, bro, the way he flipped, it's crazy. So I think, great. I'm happy, I was able to kind of take the time to really listen to it, because I've listened to it in settings that weren't really great for sitting back trying to listen to a Cole album. You know what I'm saying? I've listened to it in my Ray-Bans at work, like while I'm trying to have conversations with reps and stuff. Like, so it's a lot different. But when you get to really sit, I was cleaning the house the other day, cleaning my room, my bathroom, everything, because I'm moving out, right? And I was just banging Cole, right? Just banging it. And, getting to sit and just chill and listen was great, bro. So Sam, you gotta listen to it, bro. You really gotta get in there, because some of them slower tracks, bro, he just be lighting bars up, bro. So, yeah, bro, it's a thumper. And yeah, ranking it, I'm not a big like ranking people, like, because like I think you can hear growth in certain artists. You can see growth in their craft and like growth in like, their maturity. And I think this is just an ultimate like mature Cole. And you're talking about when he went out and had some fans and he was like, "Hey, I need y'all to calm down. Like, just calm down. Like, don't get rowdy. You see these people running over here getting rowdy. Like, if y'all like set the example, calm down, they won't come over here rowdy." And he like, we don't want to mess up these people place. We don't want to be all loud. We don't want to get kicked out. We don't want nothing crazy to happen. And I just think that piece of Cole is just so great. And like, yeah, he gonna be out there with the people. Even in one of his tracks, he talk about not being flashy, bro. I'm out here with a hoodie on, and he just raps it. That's literally what it is, bro. Riding his bike with a hoodie. So I thought it was dope, man. I love the album, Sam. You missing out. Throw it
I ain't
on in the
not T.
van.
I ain't gonna
It's
miss out
crazy.
too long. It'll be on rotation tomorrow. I just
It's
listened
crazy.
to a
Hey, but
little bit
Sam,
of Who Is You.
hey Sam, you do it like T. You actually said it right. Like you gotta listen to Cole. Like when you kind of like chilling. You know what I mean? Like you gotta just really be just kind of like vibing to like bump his track. You can't really be like, I mean, I ain't gonna speak for everyone. But if it's your first go around, it's better just to sit back, kind of just like let it play in the background and you catch it. You'll vibe out a lot more. So that's actually a dope ass little thing you said too.
I really listen. The older I got, the more I start listening to the actual lyrics versus the beat.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna hear what he's saying versus the beat, and then later on I'll hear the beat. Like when I first hear a song, I'm really listening, trying to figure out the lyrics and where they lead me to now. And like I always said, he's always been a person that, to me, unless he was triggered, and even though most of his songs, like 98% in my opinion, is positive, that they're positive, and in those positivities, he has a few things to let you know, like I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? And in certain songs, he let you know, look, I ain't no punk, but at the same time, I'd rather y'all go this way than go that way. So I love the young man. Like he's a person that send out respect to the elders as
Yeah.
well. So all that being said, it's a humble, like you said, he's a humbled young man. He's ahead of his time, and he's like, I wouldn't say that towards the end of his career, like I think a lot of other inspiring rappers that's coming up should take heed and follow this man, because we do need these type of people in our hip hop culture again.
Yeah, he actually pay homage in the track in the 39 segments. He actually pay homage, and he's rapping over certain artists beat using like, their cadence and different things like that, but
He said it in one of
showing
his albums
love.
before, yeah.
Correct. And so it's almost like that whole second part of the album is the appreciation for, those that came before.
Okay.
Which is dope. So, like, as you
That
listen
make me
to it,
really want to listen.
you'll hear, like, some verses for Pac, for Big, Nas, obviously Jay, different things like that, and you hear him, and even when he raps on some of these beats, bro, it's crazy because he's rapping to, these samples of the original song, so
Okay.
yeah, it's dope. So Jermaine Cole, man, y'all check it out. I know y'all didn't check it out, but the fall off absolutely slap. You might not like it approved. And Sam, yeah, get on board, baby. We need you listening,
Been
sir.
on there. I said I was gonna spend that change, but like
Yeah.
like I want it on rotation,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
so I can really get it, so I can really get it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like I said, I listen to lyrics more so now. Like I ain't gonna say examples. It's certain rappers that now, if I would hear one of their songs, a lot of the stuff really pisses me off and make me sick
Yeah, you
because
need the substance. Yeah.
when I was younger, it was more of like enjoying the beat and not really trying to hear what they were saying. And now I'm more so, I hear what you're saying, and a lot of this stuff is disgusting, bro. I don't believe you said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%. All right, so let's get up out of here, man. Let's hit this last. And I want to make it quick because I really don't think there's a lot to be said here. And I don't think this needs to be a drawn out segment.
What's that?
Call a spade a spade. This is a fun one for me. This is kind of like the hot take, but this is just, look, man, call a spade a spade. Holding people accountable, whether it's the league, whether it's other grown men, grown women, anybody. So call a spade a spade. Bill Belichick is absolutely a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, period. I will say from the time he was an assistant all the way through, the amount of championships he's, been able to get, the amount of leaders and people that he's developed and matured into, their coaching successes. I think when you look at it, his tree, kind of grows exponentially, and his successes were large enough to where he absolutely should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. And then lastly, if any outrage for Eli Manning still exists out there, as great as, Eli was in those 2 Super Bowls, e at best, I think Eli's a 5th year, like, get in is what I think, because I think while he did have a great career, that he also had a lot of mediocre years, and that team had a lot of mediocre years. Even in those Super Bowl wins, they were the last seed, wild card, going on the road against every single team, and, were able to they put together a couple seasons, led by that defense in both instances. That's what I think, fellas. Bill Belichick, 100% a first ballot Hall of Famer. Eli Manning may be a 5th year. I think he had a great career, and I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think when you look at the list of people that aren't in yet, he should be over some of those.
Did you say that aren't in versus who's in?
Well, like, how they have the little segment of, like, they have some of the old timers that, like, the legends of the game, they have a certain amount where 2 or 3 of them get picked. And then you have, like, the new school, like, going in Hall of Famers and stuff. So I'm saying there are a few people that are not in, but then there's also people that are coming up. Like Drew Brees was just in this one. You know what I mean? Like when Peyton was in his, like, there are people coming up that are not, he's not getting in over them. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Belichick?
what I mean. No, Eli.
Eli? You might not like it, but if Eli get in, Trent Dilfer should have been in because his defense won those championships. And one of them, the referees helped him win right here in Arizona. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because any other quarterback, that whistle would have been thrown before the helmet catch.
Yeah, that's a sack.
Yeah. But anyway, outside of that, and like you said, he had so many mediocre seasons that I don't even think this should be a question. That he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer as an Eli, in my opinion. The Giant fans might disagree because he brought them 2 championships based on their defense. Ballin', I'm going to say. But anyway, Belichick, I think he should go in with Brady. And the only reason I think he should go in with Brady because ever since Brady left, he couldn't make the playoffs. And if he was that coach that we think he is, that he would have did something with it, you know? But as in everything he has accomplished compared to the coaches that he went up against, I would say he should have went.
What you got? Because I want to rebuttal one thing with, and I hate this for winning teams, because there is something when your players leave, winning teams, and I guess I'll just say it, fuck it. Bro, winning teams, you're not getting those high draft picks. Like you're having to find like the needle in a haystack. Like you got to find those great players to draft in the later rounds and different things like that. So like Belichick winning a lot, and then now they don't have that necessary draft capital, or you got to go through 1 or 2 bad seasons to get top picks to kind of rebuild in some instances. Tom Brady departing, some of those other pieces departing, some of that defense departing, because let's not forget, while Tom Brady was great, Tom Brady has some great defenses as well, some number 1 in the league defenses. So I think a lot of pieces, even when you talk, and Sam, look, you should feel this because I'm agreeing with you, because you can't just talk about LeBron going somewhere. You got to talk about who went with him. And that's what I'm saying. So I agree. I think Belichick, I think the time was just up. Like, I think after the success, everything, I think the time was just up. I don't even think there was a passion to even get better or fix or, whatever. But I hate blaming the coaches in that instance when you've been winning. Cause normally, and it's the same thing with the Cavaliers. When you're winning and you're the number 1 seed, number 2 seed, 3 seed, stuff like that, you get lower draft picks. Sometimes you trade away some draft picks to try and stay relevant and stay viable. Different things like that. But I don't like blaming it necessarily because it's how do you retool? How do you retool after winning 5-6 years straight?
What I'm going to say to that is because I really didn't investigate because Brady was the name that left New England. So I didn't really check on the defense because I'm a defensive minded person in the first place. I really didn't follow who all left. But what I think is majority of that defense was still there, even though the Vrabels, there was a lot of those guys getting older and leaving anyway. But you still had these young up and coming guys who was replacing those people that was really Pro Bowlers. You know what I mean? So that defense was still good. They just didn't have that quarterback cause Belichick, remember, cause his offensive coordinator left for a coaching job. Most only thing that really left was Brady and the offensive coordinator in my head.
That's the whole offense.
You know what I mean? But you still had all those other players in
Aaron
place.
Hernandez left.
Oh, he won after Hernandez left, man. He won
I'm
after
joking,
Hernandez left.
Stab. I'm joking.
Like,
I'm joking.
Bourne was young, Brady was still there. There was a couple of receivers that was still there when the year before Brady left. So most of that team was still there. Brady was getting sacked more often than he was throughout his career because the offensive line was being rebuilt. But after he completely left, departed, New England couldn't get no more than 6 wins a season. You know, so who do I blame for that? Most people blame the coaches regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got, O? Or are you done, Sam? My bad.
No, it's kind of crazy. This kind of ties in a little bit what I said earlier. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And I look, I'm tied in by this by saying this. It's a very simple thing. Based off of Bill Belichick's accolades, his winning percentages. I mean, you go down the line on everything that this man has done. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Ain't no and if buts about it. You go down the line, I'm pretty sure everybody has some type of asterisk next to the name of what they did or whatever case is. But you got a lot of people that don't like Belichick is I would say one of the biggest reasons why he's not in. And I think the sports world, at least if you're honest and you don't want to hide behind your ballot, agrees that Belichick should get it. Now, here's the thing. It's crazy because, like, I still feel a lot of people don't like Belichick, so, like, it's not really like that. Like, it's alarming, but let Tom Brady not get it, and, like, I think, though, like, this whole shit gonna shut down. Just being truthfully honest, I truly do. But no, that's really all I'm gonna say. It's not what you know or what you do, it's who you know, and that's my only thing I gotta say.
AO, but there is no way in the blazing each word that Brady not gonna get in on the first ballot.
Yeah, bro. There's no way,
There's
bro.
no way.
Like, listen,
But second, I'm gonna
the
say,
NFL will implode.
yeah, the second thing I'm gonna say is just a couple segments ago when it came to Brady, you brought up Deflate Gate and all these other gates and all these other things, right? So, but with that being said, Belichick being the head of those teams during every gate that you brought up 3 weeks ago, it seems as though during that segment you forgot about all the other accolades he had with the Giants and everything else to build up to this
No,
point.
I mean, no, I don't. Like me personally, he deserves to get in, regardless of what gates he had. He gets in. I've been saying that. I think the difference and where we'll see, I truly believe Tom Brady's gonna get in. He's more like the Belichick. A lot of people think that Belichick kind of little boy Tom Brady a lot, and I think what sets Tom Brady up just a little bit is he left the Patriots and still won at Tampa. You know what I mean? And that really showcased that Tom Belichick, yes, made Tom Brady, but Tom Brady was still able to go and do what he wanted to do. And I believe when Tom Brady actually got to Tampa, people actually got to see a different side of Tom Brady that Belichick kind of like hid. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember, but like him and Gronk used to do a whole bunch of like crazy, funny commercials, and nobody ever seen that side of Tom Brady. So again, Brady used to get a lot of hate too. A lot of people hated Tom Brady, like just being truthfully honest. But no, I'm dead ass serious, bro. If Tom Brady doesn't get into the Hall of Fame, just shut the whole shit down. Like real shit. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Just shut that whole shit down.
Man,
What
when you
if?
winning,
What
I
if
just want to
though?
say this.
Go ahead.
Anytime, like if Patrick Mahomes had won his 4th championship, people would have stopped liking Patrick Mahomes. People hate people that constantly win. Most people that's football fans or basketball fans or baseball fans respect the game. Like y'all did y'all thing, y'all won. You know what I mean? You'll nitpick and pick out a gate and all that. Like Dodgers got a billionaire gate. But they have to produce, like, period. No matter
Still
what you
gotta play
pay
the
for,
games.
you still got to go out there and produce, like, period. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that.
But what if I told you that Tampa Bay Brady was still a product of Bill Belichick? And
No, for sure.
what I mean by that is the discipline he's instilling, right? The behaviors that he is nurturing, right? All of this, and I don't want to say the winner mentality parts of it, but when you talk about seeing a different side of Tom Brady in those moments, now with Bruce Arians, who Bruce is a great coach, right? I don't think anybody's beating down the doors for Bruce as a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, but I think Tom Brady saw what he needed to step into as a leader in a role with that team and what he needed to essentially become and kind of the disciplines that he needed to bring and, just that winning culture that needed to be instilled. And I think a lot of that was Bill Belichick. Now, again, I'm not crediting Bill Belichick for Brady winning in Tampa, but that's what I mean by it is like sometimes you leave that leader that beat you down, but you leave with, a lot of different, behaviors that will allow you to be successful. Just like, for instance, a military dad. Oh man, I don't like him. Da, 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 da. But then there's certain instances in life where those teachings are going to come back and you aren't even going to recognize it, but it's going to be instilled in you and they're going to get you out of certain situations.
That was a counseling moment right there, Wave.
Hey, you know me, dog. I love dropping gems. And every episode, I got to do something.
Yeah. That hit in the right spot. That was a good. I like it.
What you got? Oh, nothing? Or, hey, man, I thought you was going to get me.
No. I mean, I thought we are gonna end it with that. I mean, that's solid. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I truly do believe. I truly do believe that Belichick. What I was gonna say is, it takes a great coach to make a great player, but it also takes a great player to make a great coach. And I know that I'm kind of reneging a little bit of what I said before on who makes who better, but I truly do believe that, and I believe that Belichick and Brady, it took a lot of Brady to humble himself to be coached hard by Belichick. And Belichick saw that this player was able to be coached hard. And that's where the chemistry elevated. Now, look, Belichick is a dictionary of football, and Brady was the right person to be able to sit there and go through the torch that he did. Look, maybe Brady at the time was just a very disciplined person that Belichick seen and liked. So I think it took both of them to be able to come together. Yes, you're right, T, that Belichick, whatever he instilled into Brady over those years, Brady did take it with his leadership, with his accolades to a new team and was able to lead the way that Belichick taught him with a little bit of a different style to it, right? But I know Brady definitely wanted to at least showcase like, yo, Dad, I don't need you to win anymore. I could do this on my own. Let me show you what I got.
Dad is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But no, T, I literally, I mean, I don't have any rebuttals to that. I think that was a valid way to end the podcast, I'm being truthfully honest.
I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you might not like it. Again, tap in YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I got the you might not like it Instagram now, dropping reels, dropping collaborations and different things like that. You might not like it. We out.
Go Sammy's team. Go Sammy's team.
Let's go, little Sammy. Let's go.
Look, you really don't want to push me. I'm at a place where I'm peaceful. I'm at a place where I'm vital. My purpose helping the people. Really no time for the beef, and I contemplate being vegan. Slow it down, ain't seasoned enough. I know they want me out partying, drinking till I'm throwing up. 5 a.m. stumbling, still going up. Call the homies up. What you want? Call in to work, cause I got a plate on the float that I'm cooking up. This what we gon' do, man, it's easy. Hit a few licks, nothing big, man, it's easy. Ain't nobody even gonna be home, dog, it's easy. 2 bands for you, 3 for me, man, it's easy. Oh, that's how it is. Same ones told me buy a chain before I bought a crib. Same ones killing they self, taught me how to live. Same ones want my place. Well, that's common sense. Ain't no other way to say it, dawg. That is how it is. I don't need a friend and none of y'all. That is how it is. I ain't really with the friend, dawg. That is how it is. In the end, I just have myself. That is how it is. What I learned is. That is how it is. What I learned is.